All right, let's now shift our attention to the United States, where at least about 11 people have been killed and several others grievously injured after a man opened fire at a Jewish place of worship in a synagogue in the U.S. city of Pittsburgh. Now, the shooter is presently said to be in custody. He's been identified as 46-year-old Robert Bowers. The gunman reportedly had stormed into the synagogue during a Saturday service and had opened fire at the people who were present inside of the synagogue. According to eyewitnesses, he yelled anti-Jewish slogans during the attack. 4 police officers were also injured during the incident in the initial confrontation with the gunman.
There were 11 fatalities as a result of the shooting incident. There were no children. There were additionally 6 injuries, to include 4 of the police officers. That does not include the suspect.
And also, President Donald Trump has called for stricter laws and the death penalty for those who target places of worship.
We must stand with our Jewish brothers and sisters to defeat anti-Semitism and vanquish the forces of hate. That's what it is. Through the centuries, the Jews have endured terrible persecution, and you know that. We've all read it, we've studied it. They've gone through a lot. And those seeking their destruction, we will seek their destruction. And when you have crimes like this, whether it's this one or another one on another group, we have to bring back the death penalty. They have to pay the ultimate price. They have to pay the ultimate price. They can't do this. They can't do this to our country. We must draw a line in the sand and say very strongly, never again.
And also, the U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo took to Twitter to express his condolences to the families of the victims. He's tweeted, and I quote, "The murder of innocent people attending the Sabbath services at the Tree of Life Synagogue was an act of anti-Semitism and pure evil. We offer condolences to the victims' families and gratitude to the brave first responders. May God comfort the Jewish community at this time of sorrow."
I've actually got one of my employees was married there and her parents go there, and got a text from her that they were okay. But we know some others, and you know, I don't want to mention any names, that weren't as fortunate. So it's a pretty sad situation.
And also, the governor of Pennsylvania has condemned what he's called a senseless act of violence. He's also said that residents and law enforcement agencies must work together to prevent such incidents in the future.
My thoughts right now are focused on the victims, however, their families, their friends, and making sure that law enforcement has every resource that they need. In the aftermath of this tragedy, we must all come together. We must take action to prevent these tragedies in the future. We simply cannot accept this violence as a normal part of American life. These senseless acts of violence are not who we are as Pennsylvanians. They're not who we are as Americans.
And also, in a show of solidarity with the victims of the shooting at the Pittsburgh synagogue, a building in the Israeli city of Tel Aviv projected the flags of both the United States and Israel.